Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? I hope you'll be fine. Today we will study our poem number 3, Moon Wind, which is written by Ted Hughes. He is a poet of strange poetry. He rises up the spirit of imagination through his poetry, which looks unbelievable. Like in this poem, it seems that he is watching at moon and writing his ideas that he is getting from his power of imagination. So, the main theme of the poem is power of imagination. The poet gives a very strange idea about the moon wind, which seems to be howling on the surface of the moon. Very unusual things happen on the moon. Now, poem, there are some difficult words with their meanings taken from the poem. Clouds hits Ferris wheel, a giant revolving vertical wheel as seen at fun fairs. Flounders, struggles and plunges in mud or while wading. Marquee, a large tent. Squall, a sudden and violent gust of wind. Utter complete. There is no wind on the moon at all, yet things get blown about. In utter stillness, your candle shivers out. In this stanza, the poet says that everybody knows that there is no wind on moon. Even then, it blows about in utter silence and candles may go out. It means ऐसा फील होता है कि कैंडल से शिवर कर रही हैं. एक बहुत तेज हवा जो है वो चांद पर चल रही है और कैंडल का जो फ्लेम है वो फड़फड़ा रहा है. नेक्स्ट स्टैंजा. इन अटर स्टिलनेस अ जायंट मार्की booms and flounders past you like a swan at sea. In these lines the poet uses colorful images to describe the wind. He says that when it blows, it seems as if a giant tent flounders and passes by him like a swan at the sea in utter silence. In third stanza, in utter stillness, while you stand in the street, a squall of hens and cabbages knocks you off your feet. In these lines, poet says that there is a complete silence. When a person stands in a street, his feet are shaken by sudden attacks of hens and cabbages. Actually, the poet is comparing the sudden gust of wind with the violent gust of hens and cabbages. In fourth stanza, in utter stillness, while you stand agog, a tearing, twisting sheet of pond clouds you with a frog. In these lines, the poet is describing that there is a complete silence. When a person stands in front of a pond, suddenly a tearing, twisting sheet of pond's water throws a frog on him or hits him with a frog. Fifth stanza. A camp of caravans suddenly squawks and takes off. A Ferris wheel bounds along the skyline like a somersaulting giraffe. The poet says that caravan camp suddenly squawks and takes off. He also compares Ferris wheel with somersaulting giraffe. Beautiful similes are used in this poem by the poet. Last, roots and foundations, nails and screws. Nothing can hold fast, nothing can resist the moon's dead still blast. The poet says that wind blows fast on moon. Even then, nails and screws cannot hold fast. There is a still inside blast of wind on the moon that can destroy everything.